This is a short video to tell you how easy it is to use a Symbian automation system. And you see the screen here is pretty straightforward. It looks exactly like it would look on a keypad or on your iPad or touchscreen. And I'll go over some of the basic information for you. The top is a status window. It tells you what things are going on and where you're at. This tells you you're on the security screen, so you see a security keypad here. That's because we have the security tab selected and the security icon. We can go back and look at cameras. We can look at control our garage door, and control our gate, and control our door locks. All on this one security tab. There's all the things that, these are the services. If I click to music, I can control different streams of music. In this case, there are 5 streams of music. I can scroll further, and I can look at other things, maybe internet radio, maybe I have an iPad connected. If I have an AirPlay device, I can connect that, and of course I can turn the room off. I click on the video tab. If there's a TV in the room, I can turn the projector on, warm up the projector, and with the TV would come on instantly. Play a Blu-ray, use my Apple TV, look at my projectors on the screen, or turn the room off. And I go to environment. Here's where I control my lights. I can turn my lights up, down, left, right, control my shades, and control my climate, all in that same spot. If I would like, in this case I was controlling the theater, if I can go to a different room, I can go to a bedroom or a den. Let's just say I go to the foyer, and you notice the video tab is missing, so there's no video in this room, there's no TV in the room, so the system knows that there's no TV in there. But I can still control my security, the music, environment, and that space. There's one ceiling light, and that's to do with the house. I can always get from that spot. Whatever room I'm in, it doesn't matter. The house, environment, and security systems will always be available to you. Let's look at security for a second. There are a couple of things that you'd like. Notice a standard keypad, and nothing saying status is as it changes. If you have you want the voice to announce when the door opens or closes, you can put voice announce on or off, all right here, nice and simple. If we go to other services like the house services, we have our this is just showing us that the weather, and maybe there's some other locations that we have favored that we want to show up on the screen. We have freeze leak monitoring. If the air temperature in any of the rooms, you can change this. The thermostats in the rooms act as sensors, and if the temperature goes below a certain degrees that you set, then it'll turn the water leak off. In the same situation, if you have flow monitoring, it will let you know the flow. It will turn off the water main after a certain amount of time. Pool control, this is pretty straightforward. This screen has just become a pool control screen. I can turn on my lights. I can put the power on the slide. I can turn the filter pump off. I can turn the filter pump on. I can turn the heat off and the heat on. All right here. And if you have more controls available, you can schedule it and such and such. Generator monitoring. I know my generator's last time it had a run. It's running. I know it's in standby. It's ready to go. I know I have regular power to the house, and there's no faults. So I know all about my generator. My fuel level looks like I'm kind of low on fuel, so if I had my alarm set, and then that tells me where my alarm is, and that if I'm low on fuel, and that'll send me an email and such. So I'll lower that at the moment. If wine cellar control, the same situation. If the threshold is in the wrong space, it'll get an alert, and that will send us an email as well, and let us know that there's a problem with the wine cellar. You can also go to adjust the panel background. If I wanted the background to be a little different, I can make the background a little different just to make it prettier. I can also adjust the room, what the volume is when the system starts, what the minimum volume would be, what the max volume. Maybe there's a room you don't want to have it get too loud ever, so the max volume gets set here. Treble and bass and balance as you'd like to adjust it as it goes. And that's everything to do with that particular room. Of course, it changes as you move. And here's where you would enter your email addresses to where you'd like different faults in the system to go. Let's go back here to things. You'll see these global status, global lighting, and these are one-stop shops where you can go ahead and change the whole house's mode in one shot. You can change the climate, sets every thermostat, set the temperature, sync all stats, it'll sync all stats. Music, if you wanted to say these are the rooms I want music in, click on them, go to next, pick where you want it to come from. I want it to come from my iPod, finish, and you're done. The global status tells you where it's playing, so now we've got things playing in certain places, and it goes. That's about all that you need to know. The one last thing you have is a Symbian button, which gives you a master control for the whole house. This is a master macro page. If you hit any one of these buttons, they'll convert the whole thing. So if you have an Master Entertain button, you can hit that. When you walk into the house, the lights will be on, set the way you like, and the music will be playing. Those type of things are automatic, and our staff would help you configure that to your liking. And that's what's all about how simple it is to use the Symbian touchscreens. They're all color-coded for the purposes, same as like an iPhone, because it's easy to remember where things are by the color, and that'll make it easier for you to use. And that's it. That's what's new at Brightech. Thanks.